Discovery.
Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben. I'm joined by Gaz.
Hello.
And I.
Hello.
This is our sister show to Cutting to the Ball, where we bring you the weekly word of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week.
Whee!
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, YouTube, Apocalypse Ball, SoundCloud, Spotify, all your other podcasting platforms. It's Cutting to the Ball in the PTA. Oh, anything interesting happened this week, lads?
We just watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
I enjoyed it
That's
thoroughly.
weird news. I enjoyed it.
Yes, that's Vecto 1. My favourite character, I realised as I was watching it today.
I think when they were the right choice for comfort too. Those recliners are the daddy.
They are
I
awesome.
did get a bit dozy at one point.
Oh, mate.
I was like, oh, no, watch the film. Sad you have to do, mate. You should have a nap.
With that age now, then.
Well, I'm up at 6 all week. You know, I wake up at 6 regardless, even on a Saturday. And I was like, nah. If I want to last a bit longer on the weekend, I've got to have that nap in the afternoon.
That's it, man.
Well, let's go to the first living Nostradamus prediction for 2024. There's some dude who's a living Nostradamus, apparently. He looks a very strange chap.
He looks like your typically over-groomed modern...
Metrosexual.
Yes, I was trying to think of the polite word. Fucking jaw, look at it.
He's not that Chad meme.
Look under his left ear. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally in
Yeah.
line with his... Jesus.
That's a hell of a jawline.
It's like a Judge Dredd drawing.
Looks like he's had his lips done as well.
Yeah.
If he hadn't have had his lips done, he
And
could have played
Botox.
Judge Dredd.
Mm. So what's he predicted, Ben?
Well, a fortune teller described as a living Nostradamus has actually had one of his predictions come true.
One?
One. Anthos Salome wants people to believe he successfully predicted the coronavirus pandemic, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Although, in all fairness, we'd all been predicting the death of Queen Elizabeth II for quite a while, hadn't we?
Well,
She was in her late 90s and looking increasingly unwell.
And when did he make these predictions?
Well, that's
he
the
made
other
them
thing.
a week before Russia invaded Ukraine.
When the military build-up was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon. Like tanks on that Ukrainian border. I reckon they might invade. Now, according to the Daily Star, he predicted that we'd have 3 days of darkness as a total solar eclipse would occur in April after a coronal mass ejection from the sun. Yeah. Coronal mass ejaculation. Oh, yeah.
So three days of complete darkness.
That's what he's going for.
when was this eclipse? Did I miss it?
Apparently it happened on the 22nd of March, the coronal mass ejection, and the effects reached us a couple of days later. It's thought to have been the largest solar storm in years.
The sky didn't go black for 3 days, did it?
No, but we have got an eclipse coming up.
Have we?
Depending on the speed it travels, a coronal mass ejection will give us between a few hours and a few days of warning before they arrive. Isn't it 8 minutes if the sun explodes? We'll know about it in 8 minutes. That's how long it takes light for us to
Yeah.
hit us.
That's something to look forward to.
So if the sun was to explode now,
What?
we'd be blissfully unaware for 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Mm.
If the sun exploded, would we burn to death or freeze to death?
I'm guessing it'd be like the film Knowing. You know, the end of that. You ever seen that, Nicolas Cage?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, there's a coronal mass ejection. Basically, it kind of scours the earth clean. It's like a nuclear blast.
Oh.
But if you're in a deep enough cave, you'll probably survive.
Well, I haven't got a cave, so...
No, no, mate. No. Underground bunkers too, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, I haven't got one of them either.
No, no, mate.
I mean, there's a shed in the garden.
That may not survive. But feel free to try.
I'll try, yeah.
So as for his prediction of a solar eclipse in April, pretty much everyone has known about that one for months. But we've not yet seen the 3 days of darkness that he forecast. So he's got the coronal mass ejaculation right. So we better cross our fingers that Salome is only right about the coronal mass ejection, because some of the other things he said will happen in 2024 are not encouraging. Let's start with a more optimistic call that this is the year we'll finally make contact with aliens.
Yes!
He reckons we'll communicate by encrypted signals intercepted by a network of telescopes.
Telescopes.
Radio telescopes, I'm guessing.
Must be.
Yeah, maybe. Meanwhile, he reckons the global superpowers will bicker over a mineral-rich asteroid that will land on the planet. I think we'd notice if a large asteroid hit the planet. And on top of that, he believes 2024 is the year of AI awakening, where I become self-aware, not require human input to function, and develop a language we can't understand. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he also claims that World War III is an urgent reality that will be triggered by a cyber attack or event in the South China Sea. Well, I don't want
to look forward to then.
Last line, look. Read the last line, Ben.
Plus, he reckons we'll be beset by a whole host of natural disasters. So the future, according to Salome, is pretty damn depressing. But that's why we have free will, so we can choose whether to decide this lunatic is just spouting bollocks or believe it wholeheartedly.
So World War III kicks off. Tsunamis hit.
3 days of darkness,
Contact with aliens.
dogs
Yeah,
and cats, living together.
Mass hysteria.
Or he's talking out of his arse.
But I watched Ghostbusters the other night, the first one. My favourite line. It's so good. When they're all in the mayor's office and he's like, everything was fine until Dickless here turned off the containment unit. And everyone goes, is this true? And Venkman goes, yes, it's true. This man has no penis.
I have to go for, that is great, I have to go for the Slimer encounter, and they get in the lift, and he's like, okay, turn me on, you know, not to worry that each of us got an unlicensed nuclear accelerator strapped to our back. Okay, switch me on. And they noticeably shuffle off to the side, as if that's going to happen, as if it's going to do anything. But they notice, like, it's going to get to the side of that.
Legendary. Well, what do you think? He's had one fucking prediction vaguely come true, kind of.
Which he could have just looked at a solar weather forecast.
Well, we can all do this, can't we? Like, you know, aliens, World War III. That's in the zeitgeist, isn't it? We know disclosure's coming. I mean, fuck's sake, they're showing us. I mean, everyone just sort of moved on. This is what drives me mad about the fucking world. Last 6 weeks, they've been obsessed with fucking where's Princess Kate? Is she alive or dead? They fucking showed a video not long ago of a fucking jellyfish flying through the fucking sky over a military base, looking like the security droid thing from Star Wars.
Yep.
And everyone went,
Yeah.
What's the Kardashians up to? Drives me fucking mental.
Yeah.
Yes, and there was the one scene off the cruise ship as well. You see that video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But the thing is with the Iraq, he was going to a base in Iraq at the height of the war in Iraq,
Yeah.
and nothing picked it up. Not one missile turned around and tried to track it. Well, that's worrying, isn't it? And then, of course, we've got better missiles, and they're just not telling us.
It's deeply worrying, but it's coming. Disclosure's coming.
No doubt about it.
Let's hope so, because they'll keep us in episodes for fucking years.
I'll become religious then. That'll be my new religion, the aliens.
Isn't that just Scientology?
No, because that's made up bollocks.
Kind of is. It's all made up bollocks.
No, but I mean, that was like, specifically, he was like, oh man, you know, nothing makes money like religion, I'm going to write one.
And as of course, all that work was communicated to him by another a higher power. But yeah, I
can see Gaz praying to an altar of an alien god.
Yeah, I'll become full devotee, man, I'm telling you. I'll have all the symbols, I'll have little stickers on the back of my car. It'll be like a fish with like
and
eyes.
you driving that car to work in the Anunnaki gold mine.
Hey.
Doesn't matter whether you bow down to them as gods or not, you're going to be driving that car to the Anunnaki gold mine where you'll be whipped for 12 hours and then be allowed to go home and have your requisite rest period.
But they might be here to save us from ourselves because they don't like us firing nukes.
Yeah.
But it might not be.
It might get really.
Really?
Where's he been?
Space Jesus.
One fucking broadcast in the 70s and he fucks
And
off.
he only fucking went to Somerset, the silly cunt.
Exactly.
He's fucked off. He went back to wherever he's from, the nth dimension, thinking, job done, sorted that, warned them, broadcast the whole planet.
Chalk it up, take one off the list.
You daft bastard, it was 1970 something, you hacked a local fucking broadcast aerial.
And he went to Kent.
It went to about 13,000 homes, you silly... Well, they'll be alright.
13,000 is a large enough number to start.
I've got an update on that.
Oh?
Yeah, apparently it's a fake. It's a hoax.
The whole story?
It was a DJ, 60s DJ,
Oh.
apparently, that did it. And he didn't let anyone know apart from a few close friends.
Oh.
Bit of a letdown, but I suppose it's what we expected.
Well, it's not what I expected. I expected Space Jesus.
So there's no Space Jesus then.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're just down to Independence Day.
Hulk Hogan's all we got left. He's the only hero.
What if we assemble like Hulk Hogan, Terry Crews,
Stone Cold.
Sylvester, Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Let's assemble the Expendables.
Yeah, just...
Sylvester Stallone, sporting Earth's mightiest
They
heroes.
certainly are. Well, fuck Nostradamus.
Fuck the living Nostradamus, his weird jaw.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, fuck him.
Yep. Moving on. £1 billion follow-up build to Titanic, dubbed worst idea anyone has ever had.
Oh fuck me! He was meant to launch it on the 100th anniversary,
He was.
wasn't he? So
This is crazy.
Yeah.
We were talking about Titanic too earlier.
yeah, listen.
Determinism.
Yes.
No, that's just coincidence. Listener, I was scrolling through the films on Amazon Prime the other day and I saw Titanic 2 and I was like, oh, alright, that's piqued my interest. Let's have a look. 1.6 on IMDb. Didn't make it to the opening titles in all fairness.
Not even through the opening. I'm shit with it.
I saw the 1.6 and thought, nah, I'm not watching that. I mean, I only had half an hour to kill, so I just took YouTube on, you know.
Fair enough. Oh man.
I was like, nah, I'm not watching that. I might go back to it one day, who knows.
Right, so what's happening in this story, mate?
Well, Clive Palmer is reviving his follow-up to the Titanic, with the Titanic set to take sail in 2027 after almost a decade of difficulties and setbacks for the mining tycoon.
Alright.
Nearing a decade of planning, failed launches and setbacks, Australian mining tycoon Clive Palmer has once again set his sights on sailing the unsinkable ship again. RMS Titanic sank in 1912.
What a sentence. The unsinkable ship again. RMS Titanic sank in 1912.
Yeah. But Tycoon Palmer's figured out the shortcomings of the historic ship, and his vessel, Titanic 2, will be far, far superior than the original.
Yeah, it'll have modern safety features.
Yeah.
It will have watertight
Lifeboats.
doors. It'll have the requisite number of lifeboats.
A fucking
for a
captain that
start.
can see.
A captain that's not just a bluff old cove, a salty sea dog. Well, and if they put Captain Haddock in charge, it wouldn't have happened.
No.
He was legit. He was on the Olympic with Smith when they were trying to pick which captain.
Oh, I thought you meant... I was
No, the guy from Tintin.
Yeah.
No, when they built the Olympic first, right?
Captain Haddock.
There was a guy, genuinely, they were choosing between Smith, Captain Smith, and Captain Haddock, and they chose Smith. How can you not employ a man named Captain Haddock? You know, he's genuinely a captain. It makes no sense. You wouldn't do it.
Nominative determinism.
Palmer has since admitted that no shipyard has yet started work on the ship.
Oh, it's not getting built anytime soon then, is it?
But he boasts he has enough money to build the Titanic 10 times over. He says, I've got more money now, so I could do the Titanic. I'm going to do it. It's a lot more fun to do the Titanic than it is to sit at home and count my money. What a fucking...
He's going to build it in China, and everything the Chinese build is shit. Come on. It is. Any bad things you ever bought that's cheap and made in China? It's terrible stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever used Temu?
I've seen it advertised. I think I have the app, but I've never used them.
Well, what was the one before? Wish.
Wish was terrible.
Me and my ex ordered a hamster ball for the hamster. When it arrived, like the two sides of it were completely different that it wouldn't fit together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Social media users were quick to mock Palmer's vision, with one writing, "Will the exact replica have a giant gash in its hull?" Another added, "I don't think I'd go with the exact replica. Maybe don't skimp on the rivets this time, and definitely add more lifeboats."
Oh, skimping on the rivets has been disproven.
Has it?
Yeah. That guy's ill-informed.
I don't know about worst idea anyone has ever had, because if you make an exact replica and it works, it doesn't sink, it doesn't...
Hit an iceberg.
It's going to make a lot of fucking money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
If it's
time.
literally an exact replica down to the cutlery and the...
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you
Can
know
you
what I mean?
imagine?
Go and have
Oh.
the Titanic experience. Rich people will fucking... They'll go for it.
Yeah.
Even remember on the Titanic, on White Star, and especially the Titanic,
Mm.
third class was as good as second.
Mm. It's...
And second was as good as first, and first was absolute luxury.
I ain't going on the maiden voyage though.
No, I
No.
get where people are coming from, like, dude, don't, it's jinx, don't call it, so just make a luxury, but as a business idea, maybe I'm being thick, but if you make an
No, I think-
exact
yeah.
replica of it, like I say, down to the fixtures to fit, like, exactly as
Yeah.
in the pictures, people are going to go for that.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I want that. I want to go with that.
You got to dress Edwardian as well to go.
Yeah,
I'd
like,
love it.
things like that. Yeah, I think it would be a big money maker. I think he'd make his money back over the years. But
You
Yeah.
got a point, guys.
You're going to get 25 years
I don't think
out of
it's
that
that
shit.
bad.
But I
idea.
get where people are coming from, though, in terms of don't fucking jinx
Well, look,
yourself, like, mate.
All you've got to do
Don't
is
go that way.
Just get through that first fucking voyage.
Yeah.
That's all you've got to do.
Yeah,
Just get through that first one. The jinx is gone.
yeah, yeah. Well, you got to
If he
love
doesn't
it.
make it, we'll get on it.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you need the
Well,
world
well, we're
needs
gonna make it-
eccentric rich people with their mad ideas.
Yeah.
We need them.
Oh, you can't sell body parts to make a replica Titanic. The money's just up there, mate.
Damn.
Oh man. Well,
Piss on my chips.
good luck, Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, why not? I'd go on it. You know, I was on third class.
Randy NYC subway surfers caught having sex on top of MTA train. Clowns. That's a strange headline.
It is.
A pair of reckless clowns, in quotes, had a midday tryst whilst riding on the top of a moving subway train in Queens. According to photos of the apparent death-defying sex act.
You see, I thought they'd be lying down.
Yeah.
They're standing up.
That's
There is
crazy.
a photograph or a still. Well, yeah, they are literally copulating on top of a moving train, and they're standing whilst doing it.
And there's just some dude walking towards them. Like, is he going to go break that up? Like, guys, you should lie down.
I
He's
mean,
going to get involved.
Or maybe he is.
that train can't be going that fast. Men appear to be having sex on top of an NYC MTA train. What is the MTA doing about this? An ex-user posted along with 2 images showing 3 people on the roof of a 7 train as it crosses tracks above the Van Wyck Expressway. In the first image, a man's full buttocks are on display as his pants are at his knees while he grabs onto a second man. A third man is walking towards them in the pic. The second image, which is zoomed out, shows the 2 men with their pants down embracing while the third sits on the edge of the train car roof behind them.
Do you think he's the cook?
The X account, which describes itself as Transit Workers Against Corruption, well, you were in the right place at the right time, said the subway surfing romp happened last Friday afternoon, but the MTA was not able to confirm when it occurred.
I reckon the ex-account is that third man.
Yeah. The only thing dumber than riding on top of a subway train is dropping pants in the process. MTA Communications Director Tim Minton said in a statement to the Post.
He's never lived.
Those reckless clowns aren't thinking about the mess cleaners and other transit workers will have to deal with when their stupid stunt goes tragically wrong. The MTA has tried to crack down on subway surfing with a campaign in September discouraging youths from risking their lives atop moving trains after a huge uptick in both incidents and deaths.
When he said the mess, I immediately thought of used condoms and wet wipes rather than like the mess they're gonna make when they fall off and die. Is that how did that my mind go like that?
Well, because you've had a lot of gay sex.
Prove it.
Well, during the first 6 months of 2023, there were 450 reports of people riding outside train cars, including on top of them, a steep increase from 262 over the same period. Last month, a 14-year-old boy, oh dear, fell off an F train in Brooklyn while subway surfing and was struck and killed by an oncoming train, marking the first subway surfing death of 2024. Doesn't seem... Oh, man. Like, I don't know how quick those trains go. But it's just not something that would have appealed to me, even at that age. I was never a big... You know, things where I could die. Do you know what I mean? Like, really easily.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Don't fancy that.
No, not for me. I'm going to be on one of these chairs on the inside of the train.
Yeah.
It's like a lot better.
They've definitely got like cat brain parasite, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, you know what this is? I'm going to make a not even a bold prediction. It's, I think, a quite obvious prediction. You know what? To blame on the uptick, there must be something TikTok, some sort of viral.
Oh yeah.
You know, them videos are popular. Posting yourself subway surfing. So monkey see, monkey do. What a stupid way to die, though.
All I can think of is when Archie got on the train and he was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to fly on a train," and then he realises the wind just blasting him in the face, just kills his eyes completely.
Oh, I love Archer.
So this wasn't what they said it'd be like. You have to put the goggles on.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very bold shag.
Yep.
It's very bold.
I'd like to know what's the third guy up to.
I think he's. Well, is he the transport agent officer?
He's very casually mooching. They've got to be very slow, these trains. And he's very casually mooching along there, isn't he, the third one?
You still remember racing against the clock to finish when that train speeds up, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose. And have you got, you know, for me to go up there with confidence, I would need a very good working knowledge of where all the bridges and low bits and,
Yeah.
like,
Well, the third guy just sat down behind and watched.
gays, Ben, they're wild.
Maybe regular gay sex just ain't doing it for him anymore.
Well, it's certainly a danger fuck, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's probably one of the most dangerous fucks you're going to have in all fairness. I mean, at least lie down. That's your main thing. Just lie down. You're taking away a lot of risk straight away.
Yeah. Oh, good luck to him.
Crazy bastard.
Hopefully their heads won't be separated from their bodies by a low bridge. Well, on that bombshell. I've been Ben. Thanks for listening. Don't drink the flavoring. Don't drink the food.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
I have been Gaz. Free bit Tannen.